JTS. Yeah. Just in time sports.
Life is good. Life is good.
Look.
Welcome in to the newest edition of JTS After Dark. As you can tell, the pre-show meeting is already some nonsense. But we have Jai of the Hey Jai podcast. And then we have we have T Bell, who apparently is our mom, still our mom. That doesn't change the family. But it is a mostly NFL preseason show. I only say mostly because but we are going to fly around the NFL. I guess Jai start us off.
Boom. New England Patriots thrashed the Commanders 48-18 or some shit like that. Travion Henderson, explosive back out of Ohio State, round 2 pick. Will Campbell and his T-Rex arms did some great run blocking in that bitch, man. Yeah, super excited. My biggest takeaway from that is that the score aside, because the Commanders sat most of their players, we played our starters for like 2 series, but scoreboard aside, this is the first time in like 4 years that we look like a professional operation where it didn't look blatantly obvious that we didn't have like non-NFL players having to play key spots for us. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And shout out to the Mike Vrabel era. Everybody was running hard, everybody was tackling hard, everybody was blocking hard. So Josh Dobbs got like a bit of a bitch arm, but outside of that, biggest takeaway from that. So excited for my Patriots, ready to see them go against Minnesota this weekend.
The best part about Josh Dobbs' is physical body is the fact that he's super smart. He's literally a rocket scientist. But
so is Matt Patricia. That shit don't help you on the football field.
My point exactly. So I guess since you took the Patriots, our Patriots, the other game I watched pretty closely was the Saints game. I want to get a look at Tyler Chuck, Shaw, Coleslaw, all the same.
He actually wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad.
Did you watch the same game I watched?
I'm trying to figure out what he watched too.
He looked better than Rattler.
Yeah, that's like being the tallest small person in a circus. Like that's not an accomplishment. That's just this is living life. He threw a horrible pick six. Absolutely terrible pick six. But he came back after that. Threw a great deep ball down the seam. My takeaway from that game was, my God, the Saints suck. Like it's just Jesus Christ. Like the Chargers
1-16
had literally from the point I started watching it, there were basically no starters in the game. The Saints were playing their ones, and the Chargers with Trey Lance handled them for a vast majority of that game. My God, the Saints suck.
My takeaway is the Saints might go 0-17, bro.
They're not gonna be that bad because eventually you're gonna run it. Eventually you're gonna get one, maybe two.
They only chances is the Cardinals, the Panthers.
They're not beating the Cardinals.
Panthers, Titans. Those are the two.
Panthers twice and the Titans. If they get that's their chance to get wins.
At best 3, more than likely 1.
More than likely 1 or 2. They're bad. Like there's been NFL teams. You're like, man, I wonder how that team ended up like 4-13. Like, they had players. It's Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave. That's it. Chris Olave is concussed.
30. So
Chris Olave gets concussed.
Not Rashid.
Not bad. He's a one-trick pony though.
Yeah, like they're just not good. Like, and even the stuff they had that was good, they're getting hurt. Like the offensive line was like a positive. They're getting hurt. Cam Jordan is the same age as Moses, and then they had Demario Davis, on like a thing to France, and I was like, oh, that's great. Like he could be an ambassador for the league. I forgot he was still playing. Like Tyrann Mathieu retired. Will Clapp's hurt. Like that team is just bad. Like it's awful. Like I wonder how desperate Kellen Moore had to be to take that job. That team is bad.
You started
I
from
don't know.
scratch.
Kellen Moore didn't look like Kellen Moore wasn't really a hot commodity. So he didn't
That's
seem like a
fair.
hot commodity. And the way he was calling that game,
I mean,
seemed
also
like
the
a match
preseason.
made in media.
I
A
mean,
match
they
made in
were
media. All right, Drew. What about you?
Yeah, I didn't really want to talk about my team because I mean a lot of rookies played. The two edges played. Basic,
Man,
you're not gonna show. They
niggas
did
got
not.
ragdolled.
They definitely did not. You didn't watch the game. I like what I saw. I do think Jalen Walker is more of an inside
Niggas on
backer.
them back pockets.
Okay, just wait till they play your T-Rex arm left tackle and see what he do.
It didn't help him in college.
I mean, last time James Pierce played him, he won. James Pierce beat Will Campbell in college. Oh, shut up. So anyway,
Hey, no James Pierce slander. Actually, no James Pierce slander. I would love for Kid Jackson to come to the Patriots game. So
Anyway, I was gonna talk about the Saints and how terrible they look, but most importantly, my guy on the show, he's not y'all guy. Y'all don't really rock with him like that. Shador.
Hold on, that's a whole segment.
That's a whole segment by itself.
Don't matter. I'm bringing it up. We can skip all the rest of them terrible games. Nobody care about them.
Hold on. Before we go, Travis Hunter. So we can talk about the first two-way player.
No,
he got
dribbled. He got dribbled like a fucking basketball, dog.
He did. And, I didn't want to bring it up because there's no Travis Hunter slander coming from me. But I'm happy to see Shador got the start and he got to play and he played great. So that's really my take on the preseason. That's really who I was really looking forward to seeing.
That's what the world was looking forward to seeing. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm glad we skipped out on Mike Green though, because a lot of people had us taking Mike Green, and he didn't look that. I don't know. He didn't jump off the screen to me.
Pause before we get to the Shador topic. What the hell? There's no way we could have watched the same game.
It's not that. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying it at all. I'm just like I'm happier with the guys we went with. I'm happier with what I saw from my guys and what I seen.
If you move Jalen Walker to inside linebacker, yes, I agree.
I think,
but edge for edge
will happen, especially throughout the season. Once, and let's just say if Leonard Floyd and James Pierce got it going, you can't not have Jalen Walker on the field. Like exactly. I don't think that's a good idea. So, especially last year we had Caden Ellis line up over guards and let him pass rush. I think we should let Jalen Walker do that some and really just move him around a lot, like how Micah did at Penn State. He moved around a lot. Yeah, let him be a football player. I don't think you should just say, "Hey, you're an edge, so rush the passer." No, I think you have to let a football player be a football player.
Yeah, but in terms of just an edge, Mike Green, because we got Ravens friends. I hate saying this, but Mike Green remind me of Von Miller. That really? Explosiveness, that dip, that speed, bro. He reminds me of Von Miller. I ain't gonna lie to you. He get one or two moves. He get one or two moves. He is over with.
Von Miller is a player.
How many games before Black saying Mike Green BBOY? He the best edge rusher in the league.
That's the only thing that can derail his career. The minute Black says that, the minute that Black play kid is over with.
There's only one player to beat the Black plague. That's Kyle Hamilton.
Facts.
That's it.
Yeah.
Lamar,
nice.
As great as Lamar has been, bro, he ain't beat his shit.
Soon as Black starts saying GOAT, the playoff losses come up. It's immediate. It's like right after.
Hey man, he's better than Joe Burrow. That's all that matters.
Said Lamar the best player in the league, nigga threw a pick.
He was like right after he.
Right after. I be like, and it pisses me off because I was hip to Lamar before he even went to the Ravens. I was a fan. I was hoping that we drafted him.
Everybody was a Lamar fan, man. Who was it?
Black wasn't until he got drafted by the Ravens.
Stop it.
But anyway,
He's a
speaking of
Ravens.
QB,
I'm just
Anyway.
mad he's a Ravens fan because it's like I want Lamar to win a ring, but I can't let
I can't have black be successful.
I can't let black
Yeah.
teams win a ring.
I can't let black team win.
Let Lamar go win a ring, go somewhere like the
Anywhere.
He can go to Jacksonville to win a ring. I don't care, bro. Like,
He can go anywhere else he wants.
yeah, let him go win a ring for like the Raiders or something. But
yeah, like
moving
Not
on to
the
the other
Raiders.
AFC North team, we touched on it briefly. The Shador Show. Shador Sanders got to play about 3.5 quarters after Dylan Gabriel was unavailable, Kenny Pickett was unavailable, and Joe Flacco was just fucking old. So he wouldn't go play that shit anyway.
granddad.
Yeah. So Shador Sanders, 138 yards, I believe, 14 to 23 passing, had a 130 something passer rating, balling. 2 touchdowns, threw into some tight windows. Started off a little shaky. I just chalked that up to first NFL action. And the Panthers had their 1s while the Browns had their 2s out. So there was that.
3s and 4s.
And listen, I wasn't on the train that they're setting Shador up the field because he only got 1 practice with the ones before he went out and played. That wasn't that. But the way Kevin Stefanski was calling them fucking plays, we know who didn't want to draft him.
Like, brother, it was 4th and 1 on your side of the field, and my guy
said go 5 wide.
He
no
went
no hitch, no
there was
curl,
no crossover, there was no hitches.
no drag, nothing. Everything was down the field. Like what? He didn't even run like a draw. It was
he was like, yep, the exact opposite of the play call you'd want to call here, your OC.
But Shador took it in stride, had good command of the offense. Funniest thing about that game, every time Shador did something, they go paying the old black people in the crowd wearing 12 jerseys.
I need to get me one, man. I think that's the only Browns jersey I'll buy.
What I don't like about the whole Shador Brown situation, the Browns are really like making a buck off of him. Like you look at the Twitter page, it's all about Shador. They reposted the Nike ad, the perfect time in Nike ad and shit like that.
Their YouTube channel is all hit like it's.
He has he's one of the highest selling jerseys in the league.
He broke his I think.
And you want to know what's really crazy about that?
In terms of preseason,
they could have had 2 of the top highest paid selling jerseys from rookies in the league.
Literally.
Instead they drafted Mason Graham.
He broke his dad's rookie jersey sale record.
And instead they drafted Mason Graham because that makes sense.
They could have had just for a business sense. You're not gonna be good
Travis
anyway.
Shador. Yeah.
Just get Travis and Shador. You're the most talked about. You're the most interesting team. If it works, hey, you got good players.
Hey,
if it doesn't work,
you got a hell of a 4 and 13
4 years, 2 to 4 years.
You're gonna have people in the stands. You're going to.
Yeah. And honestly, bro, Dylan Gabriel not gonna work. Stop it. Just stop it.
He's 5'9".
He wasn't that good at Oregon. Oh yeah, well he won a lot of games. Yeah, he played like the most college games ever. The only person that played more college games is Bo Nix.
Who as Dylan Gabriel wasn't the answer at any place he went. Like, sure he was QB, but like, to be honest, you weren't watching Oregon games because Dylan Gabriel was at quarterback.
And even if you don't think that Shador is a first round, because I didn't think that he was a first round talent. Just in terms of whenever I think of first rounders, I think of like the freaks, like can you reach a Lamar, a Mahomes, a Josh Allen type of production? That's what I think of whenever I think of a first rounder. But like, do you have that potential? And I didn't think Shador had that. But one thing I did know that Shador had was that he was going to come in and be able to produce right away because he did everything else right. And he looks faster, a bigger arm. Like you could tell he worked on his throw power, his arm strength. Like the shit that he was lacking in the pre-draft process, that showed up better on tape. So he was throwing not just farther, but harder, had more zip on the ball.
I was gonna say he had decent arm, like he had good arm strength for like deep passes. I get what you mean by like more velocity, but I mean when I looked at him in college, I always looked at more than just I looked at more like of what he did while he played. Like if you watch him play, you seen him do NFL ready quarterback things. You seen him sit in the pocket, step up in the pocket, make good throws while getting hit. You seen him make good decisions. His
He
completion
played.
one of
He
the
was really
highest.
good at like. Ironically, what they're saying that Caleb Williams is struggling with is playing on schedule. He was
Exactly.
really good at
On top of all that,
anticipation throws, throwing the spots, throwing people open. He was really
he
good
had
at
all
that.
that. And on top of that, when he needed to have it done in the fourth quarter, he's shown drives that he can get it done. Now, a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, he was playing this and this thing." So what? You're still playing against another human being, and they're not just letting you do that stuff. You still have to go out there and make the throws. You still have to go out there and make the reads and all. So it's like,
Right, those guys want to go get drafted too. So
exactly. So I always thought he was a first round talent based off of those things. I mean, does he have the biggest arm? No. Does he throw the ball the hardest? No. Is he the fastest? Is he more athletic? No. But the qualities that I seen from a quarterback out of him, I really like, and I thought he was a first round quarterback. So
if Jackson Dart is first round quarterback, then I can say that you said that. Neither of them. I think that you can go back and look at the tape. Jackson, we had our own conversation. Remember what I said there's no quarterback that actually deserves to go in the first round this year.
You did say that.
Yeah, I'm talking about Cam Ward too. They took him first. I thought the same thing. I was like, I don't think none of them are first round. I think they're all at best. Yeah, they can start for you. You know, Alex Smithish. You know, like
Cam Ward.
I think went one.
To be a
Alex
first
Smith
round.
go like one or two or something. Alex Smith went super high in his draft.
You went one. You don't think that they would go back in time and go get Aaron Rodgers?
Of course they would.
Aaron Rodgers was like 24. Yeah.
But that assumes there's an Aaron Rodgers in this draft to go back and get.
Yeah, because they was in the same draft.
I know, but I'm saying they were in the same draft. If there's no Aaron Rodgers in this draft, then you kind of have to quit hat.
True. But I don't know. That was part of the whole quarterback race.
I don't know.
Anyway, shout out to Shador. And speaking of quarterbacks, so quarterbacks have been a hot topic. A lot of people have been putting out their top 10 quarterback list. The owners and GMs put together a top 10 quarterback list, which they did it a lot by like tiers and, first place votes and things like that. One thing that sparked controversy in our group chat amongst our friend circle was that the two unanimous first place vote getters at QB were Patrick Mahomes, which I don't think anybody have a problem with, and Joe fucking Burrow, and I hate having to talk bad about Joe Burrow because what he did for LSU, but we 5 years removed from that, dog. Now you're in the NFL. Now I got to talk about you like a dog, bro. Sorry. Your no-winning ass should not get jumped over of Lamar fucking Jackson with the shit that he pulled off. And I hate that you got me defending the bill, but Joe Burrow, Josh Allen has every QB fucking stat on lock since he's been in the league. And you telling me that Joe Burrow is ahead of that because of what he did? He beat Patrick Mahomes one time in the playoffs. That's it.
I mean, it's more than Josh
And
Allen.
it's not even like one-on-one basketball. So it's like, no, like, I'm sorry. Joe Burrow, with the best wide receivers in the league, you're underachieving, and you shouldn't have been there. But we're going to talk about who is achieving. So we're decided to do our own fucking list.
I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna get real controversial.
Hell yeah.
I'm just let's go.
So this is how we're gonna do it. Tree, since instead of writing the same name 3 times, we're just gonna go one by one.
Ooh.
And then so if we agree on one unanimously, you just fill it in there in your slot. If we have difference of opinions, you just do that. Cool.
Now this is gonna get shaky. Who do y'all got at 2? Because
I got Lamar.
You got Lamar.
Josh.
Explain your reasoning.
I have Josh. I just look at it as far as we want top 10 quarterbacks. I look at it as out of the traditional, what people have always gone with, the big 4 in the AFC, those 4 quarterbacks. I look at Josh having the worst total weapons out of anybody. Like I think that Derrick Henry is better than James Cook. Both receiving squads suck. And they even took what little receivers that Josh Allen had, like Mac Hollins in New England Like he was one of the top touchdown catchers last year.
Khalil Shakir is not
Khalil
that
Shakir is cool.
awful.
Keon Coleman is a jump ball artist. But like, I mean, Knox is his best receiver, and the Ravens can answer with Mark Andrews. So it's like,
so where do you split the hairs?
I split the hairs in.
Hey, running back.
Yeah, to me, Derrick Henry is a much better running back than James Cook.
Okay, but I would argue that Josh Allen has a much better offensive line than Lamar Jackson.
I would push back on that heavily.
Why? Name me one player on the Ravens offensive line.
I can't name you a player on either offensive line. So
Ronnie Stanley.
That's a lie. Everybody knows Deion Dawkins.
Deion Dawkins is on the Bills. Ronnie Stanley is on the Ravens.
Spencer Brown is on the Bills.
The Ravens just drafted a rookie last year. He was pretty solid. He had Myles Garrett hemmed up, so he ain't that bad.
Okay, well, listen, and I'm not mad. It's close, and I was thinking about giving Josh the edge because Josh, if we're gonna knock Josh for always losing to Mahomes in the playoffs, we gotta knock Lamar for always losing to Josh in the playoffs. So it was close, but the shit that Lamar Jackson did last season was insane. He had 41 touchdowns, 45 total touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
And 3 of them weren't even his fault.
4?
Yes, and 3 of them was off of like the receiver's hands. 3 of them wasn't his fault. So he really had like 1 interception.
Yeah.
Insane passer rating, over 4,000 yards.
I think his completion percentage was like 66.
Yeah, but it was he. I mean, he had one of the best years a quarterback's ever had.
Yeah, and they decided to give the MVP to
Josh Allen. Now, Josh Allen should have won the MVP the year before.
Yeah, I was about to say. I can
definitely agree with that.
I think it balances out. He should have won it last year. So I think it balances out. All right, number 3.
I definitely think they swapped MVPs.
Number 3.
Okay, number 3. This is where I have Josh Allen.
Yeah, I got Josh at number 3 too, and so I assume Jackson, you got Lamar at number 3. Oh, he don't.
No, he don't. I know who he got. He got Joe Burrow.
Yo, if you got Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson,
I do.
Explain yourself.
I do have Joe.
Please explain yourself. Because hold on, wait. Before you explain yourself, if you say anything about his playoffs, your argument is invalid because I mean you can't put a guy that doesn't even make the playoffs over a guy that makes the playoffs every year.
Exactly.
And that is where the argument gets difficult, right? Like it's difficult to be like Lamar's playoff record when Joe wasn't in the playoffs last year. I can also point to the fact that you have a pretty shitty organization. Shout out to Taylor. But I look at it as far as the same benefit or the same plus we just gave to Lamar as far as the stuff around him. He has your Derrick Henry. He has a good offensive line. He has a world-class defense. Joe Burrow has the weapons. He got T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. I keep that. Like, that's inarguable.
He has a good tight end room. One of the better tight end rooms in the NFL.
Sure, top 10-ish.
And then it just got Noah Fant.
Like I said, top 5 tight end room. Cool. I give it. People that catch
had
the ball,
a good defense. This is the first year that we talked bad about his defense because the Bengals had a good defense for years.
It was,
even the
they
years
did have a good defense. It
was the worst defense in the league last year.
Because they started letting everybody walk.
Because you want to know why?
Organization.
We just talked about that.
Because it's partially Joe Burrow fault. Because Joe Burrow was putting pressure on the organization, and Joe Burrow was putting pressure on the organization to be like, "Hey, keep my wide receivers." After and pay me all this fucking money. They can't keep nobody. And I don't want to hear that shit about the defense was oh so bad. He had the sack leader.
Right. That's one human out of 11. I don't know if you watch football.
It doesn't matter.
12,
when you're
14 and a half sacks out of 1,000 plays.
When you're making 55 mil and you have the best receiver in the league and you have the best wide receiver 2 receiver in the league, there's no excuse. I don't care if your defense is giving up 30 points a game. Go score 35. Because
that's never been asked of anybody in history.
It doesn't. You're taking a lot of money.
If you're in the top 3, you can't have it all. If you're in the top 3, you have to make up for the deficiencies. Period.
that has never been asked of anybody else in history.
That's a lie.
Because you have to. That's
if you
common
get paid,
sense.
that's what we expect everybody. If you get paid, you got to make up for it. That's the rule.
Okay,
Unless
all
you
right,
take the
all
short.
right.
Unless you take the short.
Sight unseen, and y'all haven't seen this. Who's the highest paid quarterback in the league?
It's Dak.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Dak making like
It is
60.
that.
It is. I thought somebody just
Nah,
No,
it's Dak.
he's making 60.
Okay.
Who is tied for 2? It's a 3-person tie at number 2.
Is it no, it's
It's Trevor.
It's Trevor.
He's in it.
Trevor. Then it's Trevor, Kyler, and
Deshaun.
Herbert.
Nope, it is Joe, Trevor, and Jordan Love.
Gotta make shit shake.
Do you got any of them in your top 3?
Exactly.
Of course not. But I also see a lot better from Joe Burrow.
Well.
How
How about this?
One of those players made the playoffs.
How about this? Yeah, I was about to say. So you say it's Joe, Trevor, and Jordan Love, right?
Yes.
Trevor Lawrence has not made the playoffs in 2 years. Joe Burrow has not made the playoffs in 2 years. Jordan Love made the playoffs in back-to-back years.
I would say Jordan Love has a better team of those 3.
How?
Top to bottom.
What?
Okay.
What the fuck do the Packers have?
What receiving core does the Packers have? Because all
Actual defense. Defense matters. This is football. Defense matters.
Okay.
You want to know the one time Aaron Rodgers, as great Aaron Rodgers was, the one time Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl, he had a top 10 defense.
Joe Burrow has 2 players at receiver that's making at least 30 mil.
If he wasn't doing all that begging for receivers, if he would have been like, yeah, we can let T. Higgins walk so we can go get some actual players. He was doing all that fucking begging for receivers. And then now, oh yeah, no, I can't play without 2 dominant weapons. We've never seen him without 2 dominant weapons. He never put up numbers without 2 dominant weapons. That's why his ass was sitting on the bench at Ohio State. Because they was like, hey, if you ain't got 2 of the best receivers in the fucking league, you're a jag. And that's what guess what? Whenever he got him, he put his numbers. Now I ain't gonna disrespect him. He ain't a jag. But you can't be in these top 3 conversations if you gotta have an excuse. You have to at least make the playoffs. Nobody's saying he had to win the Super Bowl. You didn't make the playoffs. And the fucking bad starts, he be having bad starts. He's been doing that his entire career. And that's not just a team thing. He doesn't play well. So what do you say to that?
I would say I'm about to find out about that bad start thing.
Okay.
But hold on. I'm looking it up.
While you looking it up, I'm gonna make my case for why the fuck do you have him over a 2-time, damn near unanimous MVP. He was 1 vote shy of being unanimous the second time.
So
a record-breaking historical quarterback, the best athlete we've seen at quarterback, arguably the best athlete we've seen in the NFL, period. What the fuck has Joe Burrow ever done that compares to Lamar Jackson? And they threw the same number of touchdowns last year, or pretty close to it. Joe Burrow had him beat in yards, but not by that much. And if you factor in the running, it's about what and what. The interceptions was way lower. And, oh, yeah, Lamar was, the number 2 seed?
Yeah.
So, like, what are you talking about?
Defense matters.
Get Lamar Chase. That nigga have 60
defense
touchdowns.
matters, but guess what? The three that's in me and John's top 3, none of them have a top receiver.
The 3 that's in our top 3, none of them actually have a dominant defense like that. Well, the Ravens do. The Ravens in terms of dominant defensive personnel. But Mahomes and Allen, they don't have dominant defensive personnel.
If we was to make a receivers list, I guarantee you both of Joe Burrow receivers pop up before any one of those other 3 receivers do.
Probably.
Not even probably.
So if you could,
I mean, Chase pops up early.
Let's be realistic now. If we think if T. Higgins was really like on his own team,
T. Higgins would be the number 1 receiver on the Chiefs.
T. Higgins would be the number 1 receiver on the Bills at least. So,
all right, as far as defensive points per game, and then I guess we got to move on to number 4. The Chiefs was 4th best at 19.2. Baltimore was at 21.2. Bills were at 21.6. and the Bengals were at 25 and a half. Another 4 points.
Okay, that's 4 points between the Ravens and the Bengals. And you said the Ravens had a dominant defense, which is crazy because the Ravens were actually historically bad for like 12 weeks of the season.
Until they put Kyle Hamilton back on the back
And
end.
then they were still winning games. So that's not an excuse either. You can't use the defense excuse.
How do you feel about the defense in Vegas? You said right now, the Las Vegas Raiders defense is
solid.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They're solid to you?
I said okay.
The Raiders.
What do you think? They're like world beaters?
No, they're horrible. Have you watched the Raiders play defense?
Well, I'm talking about like going into this.
I said okay. I mean, they're
I'm
worse.
talking about going into this season. You know, they're healthy. I'm assuming health.
Hey, how do you feel about Jacksonville's defense last?
No, that was horrible.
Same.
How do you feel about Tennessee's defense last?
Okay, that's a bad defense.
Them and the Bengals have the same numbers. I don't keep telling you. Like you're trying to make this argument.
You're not saying that.
It's not close.
We're not saying that he had a good
also
defense,
have to look
but
at
we're saying that
matchup.
his defense wasn't as bad enough compared to the shit that he got on offense. It balances out.
That does not balance.
His offense.
He got two top 15 receivers.
His offense balances, bro. Stop it.
Okay.
And then the amount of times that they throw the ball,
you telling me you got two top 15 receivers and you can't make the playoffs?
And then how they play offense, his numbers are inflated. Let's be honest.
They got to throw the ball when your defense giving up 30.
They was doing that. They was doing that whenever they had.
Well, he can't get nobody on defense because him and two receivers is making over 115 mil.
He was doing all that goddamn begging. Why he be like Tom
Brady?
Brady?
Makes 40. T. Higgins make 30. That's 70 mil right there with two people.
Like Tom Brady and took the short so they could build a better all-around team. They get this nigga. Joe Burrow had the highest paid left tackle. They spent a first-round pick on a right tackle. They want to go pay another left tackle. He had the highest paid guard, and he had the two highest paid receivers. Stop it.
They giving him everything.
To support him. They didn't say we're gonna support the team. So guess what? They said we're gonna support you, and you're supposed to make up for the deficiencies for the team. He didn't do that. You know who does that? Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick
Mahomes.
Okay. Hey, if you want Lamar Jackson in this space, go for it. I wouldn't, but hey, that's up to you.
Whatever. Moving on. Moving on.
All right, you got a number 4.
My fourth pick. I don't care about what people got.
That's why that chicken wasn't done, nigga.
Hey, go cook for yourself, nigga. Hey, go cook for yourself. Go cook for yourself. Go help Scooby tonight.
Crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that was a great comeback. That was great. That was great. Anyway, like I said,
when you was talking, you might be looking Scooby tonight too.
Hey, what the gay code was again?
All right. What's it?
My 4 might cause a lot of controversy, but I don't care because that's what I do. He was that good last year. I don't care what nobody say. He was that good. He took a Commanders team that was literally shit. Literally shit. That was a bad team and organization. They went and found a good head coach. They went and found a good offensive coordinator, and they went and got him. And he actually became. He wasn't a bus rider. He was driving the bus.
Trucked out a trailer. But listen, just because you did the same thing with CJ Stroud, and we saw how that turned out. And listen, I know Jaden Daniels look different because Jaden Daniels is better than CJ Stroud. But I want to be on this train with you. I do. I just need to see more than 1 year. I want to be on
this train. And that's fine. However,
that's the only reason why I'm going Burrow at 4.
This is why I was like, last year matters, and some of what you've done. Ooh, snap! My bad, Joe. Last year matters, and some of what
actually
happened before that.
Audible.
Oh,
Joe Burrow's not 4. Give me Matt Stafford.
Oh wow, my bad. I mean, I'm not okay. I'm not mad at it.
In the snow.
But however,
and
you did say injuries, and he's already hurt.
I said assuming health.
Oh.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that's annoying the crap out of me. Because that right up there, that Negro for years slandered Matt Stafford for not winning.
I'm a Stafford guy.
And he had Calvin Johnson.
No, you cannot be a Stafford guy.
Exactly.
You cannot be
Johnson.
I'm not giving you that. You cannot be the Stafford guy. You're not.
Matt Stafford was throwing for 5,000 yards a year, and I was the guy.
You're
I'm
not.
a Los Angeles Rams Stafford guy.
No.
I was the guy for
You didn't become
years.
a Stafford guy until he got on the Rams.
Exactly.
I was a Stafford. I was telling about Stafford for years. On 5,000 yards, I'm like, yo, the team just sucks.
Stafford has been that guy since he entered the league.
Bro, Stafford has been him. And that guy up there slandered Stafford religiously.
LA, man. It's something about LA, man.
And then as soon as Stafford wins the ring, magically he's a Stafford guy. I don't want to hear you. You are.
Can I make my case? Case? He's a champion.
Okay.
He led his team. He been a division winner damn near since he's been in the division.
True.
I think the Rams are I think Stafford and the scheme on offense and defense makes up for a big loss of depth of talent. I think he survived that team with throwing to Tutu Atwell and DeMarcus Robinson. Remember what he did to Detroit? That game winner against to DeMarcus Robinson ruined my fucking fantasy because I was like, oh yeah, Cooper Kupp's back. And it was like, Cooper Kupp's actually kind of hurt. So he can't really do shit. So, had to get him the fuck out of there. He almost beat the clear best roster in the NFL last year in the fucking heat of snow. This nigga plays in LA in a dome. He was in 2 feet of snow. You couldn't even see
nice
dome. It was so much snow on that screen. It was so much snow on that screen. I put a Scully on in my house. And Matt Stafford was about to lead them down to go win that game. But the rookie center got his face blown off by Jalen Carter on that last play. Remember that throw to Puka on the fucking sideline?
He just decided not to
block him. That's what you call ball placement.
So it sounds like he lost, which is what apparently on this show.
He lost.
He lost. But you got Joe Burrow at 3.
He lost in the playoffs.
No. That wouldn't affect me. But this guy up here slanders losing. So losing only matters in certain situations. Got it. All right. So I want to make sure the rules are clear. Only matters for when
lost in the play. If you lose in the playoffs, that's fine. But if you don't make the playoffs at all, you can't beat.
That's fine. You know, when you lose, you lose. It's fine. Losing only matters in certain situations.
It's crazy.
Totally fine.
The argument that you giving Joe Burrow versus Lamar Jackson is the same argument that people use to prop Jordan over LeBron, and you be so against it. I just wanted to put that out there. Go ahead.
2 different sports.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, 5. Everybody's typing in their own 5 because I know for a fact everybody's 5 is different.
I'm not. I can't because circumstances.
Okay.
Oh, yes, we can. Well, no, I can't. All right.
Make a separate. What's the name?
Stafford.
Oh, I guess it's my turn to type.
I ain't gonna lie. I forgot about Herbert. So I saw Justin. I was about to be like, that ain't what I was about to say.
Oh, okay. You type me yours. Damn, take all the caps off, man.
Caps is crazy.
All right, yeah. That's enough teasing Jackson. I got Burrow at number 5.
I got Jaden Daniels.
You mean Justin Herbert?
I mean, yeah. I'm sorry, I read yours. Yeah, I got Herbert.
What's your argument for Herbert? We haven't heard him.
Now, I do understand that Herbert doesn't play the best. He hasn't performed the best in playoff games, and it's fine. However, my argument that Jackson is giving the argument that Jackson gave Joe Burrow, that's really my argument for Herbert. On top of that, Herbert is way more talented than Joe Burrow. I don't care what nobody say. Justin Herbert's arm talent is second to one, maybe two players in the league at this point. He can make every throw. He got the arm strength, the velocity, the accuracy, the touch. He got it all, and the running ability on top of that, sneaky running ability. He hasn't had the best teams. His defense always stayed hurt. The players on his defense always stayed hurt. He had, outside of Keenan Allen, who also stayed hurt. He's playing with the guy who led the league in drops.
Quentin Dropson.
Yeah, so this is one of those situations to where I get his production has to start to show for some point, but his talent is too it's too far to put some of these other guys above him.
Man, I would love to see.
I have a question.
Herbert with Jamar Chase.
No.
Just curious.
I have a question. So I happen to see that Joe Burrow is not on your list so far.
No, he's not.
He's not. I happen to notice that. So if Justin Herbert doesn't win as much, even though Burrow doesn't win a whole lot, Justin Herbert doesn't win as much. His numbers are worse, and his production's less. How is he above?
Well, that's why I said talent. His talent is.
Are his numbers less?
Huh?
They were less last year, but
however, let's compare. Since you like comparing rosters, let's compare rosters. Running back.
Herbert.
Tied. They both suck.
Okay, tied. Wide receiver 1.
The receivers always going.
Wide receiver 1, Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert.
The receivers always going to the Bengals.
Exactly. So I'm pretty sure. Look who he's throwing the ball to. His wide receiver 1 2 years ago was known for dropping the ball.
Okay, so in head-to-head matchups, Justin Herbert is 2-0 versus Joe Burrow. In QB record, Justin Herbert has 41 wins. Joe Burrow has 38 wins. Completion percentage, Joe Burrow has 69%. Justin Herbert has 66. Passing yards, go to Herbert. Yards per attempt, Burrow. Yards per game, Burrow. Passing touchdowns, Burrow has 140. Herbert has 137. Interceptions, Herbert has 45. Burrow has 46. Passer rating, Burrow 101. Herbert 96.7. Pro Bowls, Burrow 2, Herbert 1. Rushing auto rushing numbers go to Herbert. Dang, I like 400 more yards. So literally splitting hairs.
With a worse receiving core. And who got drafted first? Then
Joe Burrow went number 1 in the same draft.
In that same draft, they went and got Joe Burrow a wide receiver 1. Then in the next year, went and got him the best receiver in both draft classes. Yeah, Justin Herbert.
Not mad at that.
I see why you're a Falcons fan.
That's crazy. Number 6. He has to make the list now, right?
Fuck no.
All right, that's just
CJ Stroud.
That's crazy.
Burrow has missed the playoffs the last 2 seasons, and he's not gonna make it again. No, I'm
At
sorry.
a certain point, it's just a little crazy.
I'm sorry. If that's the case, why isn't Baker up here? Baker throws for 4,040.
Hold on, Baker better than Stroud. I ain't gonna lie. Baker got better stats. Won 2 playoff games, just like Stroud.
Well, CJ Stroud has a worse offensive line. CJ Stroud's number 1, 2, and 3 receiver all got hurt last year.
What, Tramel? I don't like. It's really. Where's Brock Purdy on your list? If playoff wins all that matters, why is Purdy not up there?
I didn't say
Where's
playoff
Jalen
wins.
Hurts?
I did not say playoff wins all that matter.
But you said making the playoffs. I don't see Jared Goff. I don't see Brock Purdy.
That's where That's where
Jalen
talent also
Hurts.
comes into a play. Justin Herbert and C.J. Stroud are way more talented than Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield, and Brock Purdy.
You sleep on the bake show, but
I mean, okay, Baker is more. I think Baker is better than them other two guys, but it's just like I don't think he's more talented than. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as high as Baker as most people, but yeah.
Complete and total side note. I just looked up playoff wins for the last 5 years at quarterback. Would you believe Tom Brady is still sixth?
yeah.
It's Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Stafford.
Is who?
Oh,
Who's number
Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Stafford, Joe, Brady, Purdy, Lamar, Goff, and then the rest of it don't matter. Because like Pickett and Daniels, CJ Stroud, Gardner Minshew, and backups and stuff. Jordan Love has as many playoff victories in the last 5 years as Daniel Jones.
I told y'all my list is gonna be real controversial, and I'm really thinking about switching it up.
Your list kind of sucks, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Number 7.
Yeah, your list definitely sucks. All right.
All right, let's see. I got Herb. Jalen Hurts makes an appearance. Jackson, why is Jalen Hurts this high on your list?
At a certain point, we've been talking about it throughout this show. It's been a constant frame of this show. At a certain point, consistently being solid matters. A lot of our quarterbacks, Lamar has his big ups and downs. Joe has his big ups and downs. Herbert throws a strawberry through a battleship. One play.
Whenever they do.
And then hits the defender in the chest the next play. You've seen CJ Stroud have a great rookie year that he came down. We've seen who's on this list. Matt Stafford has way swing high, he'll swing low. Jalen Hurts is the same. He's the same. It's not overtly spectacular, but it's never bad. He's generally good at all times. He's elevated himself in the biggest moments. His two best games to me as a pro have been in Super Bowls. He outplayed Mahomes in both Super Bowls. He only took home one. If his DC knew that the same route was coming the other direction, he probably would have 2 Super Bowls. But there has to be something to be spoken for in order to constantly being good. Is he a truck necessarily? He has the best roster in football. It's kind of hard to tell. I would say no. But there has to be credit given to when you're constantly around that 5, 6, 7, 8 range every single week. You're not necessarily the best, but you're never the reason why your team loses the game ever. So that's why I have Jalen Hurts there.
He's never the reason why his team loses because his team is the best at everything. So it's kind of hard whenever his team is pretty much better on every level. The only level that they probably struggle at is secondary, and they kind of replace that with Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean. So like his team is good, is above average at every level. So he's never gonna be the reason that they lose because they pretty much lose at every. They're hard to lose at anything.
And I get that, right? I totally get that. But then there's situations like I remember the Chargers way back when they had Phillip Rivers and LaDainian Tomlinson, etc. They were the number one offense and the number one defense and didn't make the playoffs. I still don't know how that's physically possible, but they've done it. So, like we've seen great rosters, we've seen dream teams in the NFL like fall on their face. So it's something to be said for leadership and like constantly being right 5, 6, 7, 8 every week. We got to give respect to that, credit to that.
Okay, number 8.
Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff make first-time appearances. We have 2 first-timers in this list. I guess you've been propping up the bake show. I guess you can go first.
And I was debating between putting him and Goff. Golf has been blessed with great play callers. Whenever he doesn't have those play callers, it looks like he should be out of the NFL. So that's why I couldn't confidently put him on this list. You know what I'm saying? I know he got the resume, but that's why I couldn't confidently put him on this list. And I wanted to put the Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts, but Baker Mayfield just more talented. Going back all the way back to college, Heisman winner, number 1 overall pick, better arm to me. He actually had some good moments in Cleveland, but then was in the super dysfunctional place. But then whenever he got to Tampa,
dysfunction matters.
but whenever he got to Tampa, stop it. And that dysfunction, he also didn't have the 2 best wide receivers in the NFL. So
I didn't mention that. I just mentioned that.
But whenever he got to Tampa,
Tampa,
Tampa literally did not have to go through a rebuild because, like most teams, after they lose Tom Brady, you would think that they got to go through a rebuild. Baker went there as a bridge quarterback, came in, actually beat Jalen Hurts for his second playoff win of his career, then made it to the playoffs again this year with a very banged up roster. So curious to see what they're going to do, considering how messed up the O-line is now. But
Lose the division.
I'm gonna say a division god awful.
The Panthers are in that division. Stop it.
Panthers and the Saints are in the division.
And he's had like multiple.
I know
You said win the division. That doesn't mean they're gonna lose it, but
they're not gonna be last. They're gonna be second.
That's losing it. No, last is losing it.
Last is okay. Well, I mean, they're not gonna win the division. How about that?
Oh yeah. No,
so who's gonna win?
It doesn't matter. We're not on it. We're on quarterbacks. Shut up. So
the team that went 5-1 in the division. Last
year. Yeah. So Baker
winning division.
Multiple. Jackson.
He keeps mentioning it.
I was curious.
You egged it on, bro. But look, so Baker, he went through multiple offensive coordinators, and still produced at a high clip. League leaders in touchdowns and yards. Wide receivers going in and out of the lineup. Mike Evans, and you said CJ Stroud lost his players. So at one point, Baker lost all his wide receivers too. Mike Evans just came back a little bit earlier than Nico Collins did. But yeah, so Bake Show, number 8. Number 9.
The talk show voice is great. That's one that should be pointed out.
It's called producing. Oh shit, I forgot about CJ. Oops. That's gonna make my 10 very difficult. All right, we don't really need to break this down. We already had that, so we already talked about all 3 of them. So number 10,
the close.
We're gonna do it one at a time. One at a time. So
Jackson, you go first.
Jackson, you
you're
go
the worst at quarterbacks.
You are the worst at quarterbacks.
See, look at it.
You got Herbert at 10. That's crazy. All right, I'll go next.
God, bro.
I'll go next.
Here's what's funny about your list, Borski. You know what made it funny? When you said I'm debating between Goff and Baker at 8, and then Goff never appeared after that. Like Baker showed up at 8, and then Goff never showed up. Like, he was like,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I knew I was gonna have for 9 or 10. It was just more so. It's kind of like this is the.
He made a hell of a case on why Jared Goff shouldn't be on anybody's list. So like,
no. It's like I get it. No, I totally get it. Like,
Jared Goff at 8 is the reasons that why he shouldn't be on the list.
No, like I completely totally get it. Like I'm not slandering your list by any means. It was like when people debate, they'll either go okay 1 and then the next one. It was like 1 and then the other niggas in on the list. Like he just don't make it. Like he just.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie. Not. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm late. Sure.
All right. Hold on. I forgot.
Ooh, I disappeared. Ooh.
Sorry.
So it looks like for the most part we have the same mix of quarterbacks, same group. Yeah. Like I don't have Love.
I'm the only one that has a completely different. Well, Jackson, you don't have Mayfield or Love.
I don't have Mayfield. I don't have Love.
I don't have CJ.
Golf. but neither one of y'all have
How do you
guard.
not have CJ? Like that's why I want to. That's why I want to know. How do you not have CJ Stroud on your list? But you got Jordan Love.
I think Jordan Love did more or less.
Based on how he's argued the rest of his points, it tracks.
He did more with less.
Jordan Love had a better offensive line.
That's it.
That's it.
Like
CJ Stroud,
that's it.
top 3 receivers, got hurt throughout the year.
Oh my God, they came back.
Not all. Tank Dell was out
There
for
was-
the season.
There was never
I ain't gonna
all
lie.
hurt at the
I
same
ain't gonna
time.
lie.
There was
I
never
can't
all
even
hurt at the
name-
same time. No,
I can't
they
even
weren't.
name 3 receivers.
No, they weren't.
Yes,
I can't
they
even name 3
were.
receivers.
No, they weren't.
Tank
At
Dell.
one point they were.
Tank
I'm
Dell-
like, we
Nico
can
Collins
figure it
went
out.
out first. No. Because I remember
Nico Collins went out first.
went-
And
Nico
before
Collins went out
Nico
first.
came back, Tank Dell went out.
But you still had Diggs, and then Nico came back, and,
And
he
then
was with
before
Diggs.
Nico
Diggs went out, and then he still had
Nico
Nico
came back
Collins.
one game and
Nico
Diggs
Collins
got hurt
was
that
the
same
wide receiver.
game.
No, we didn't.
How many games Nico and Diggs play together?
I don't know, but I know he didn't get hurt the same game.
I mean, let's look and see how many.
Stop
Oh
it.
my God.
It wasn't
bro.
all
That
hurt
is
at the
crazy,
same time.
bro.
They came back. The offensive line, I'll give you, but defensively, the coaching, I think, is a push. Running game, a push.
One's a defensive head coach and one is an offensive head coach.
But they're still coaching. Head coach is head coach. I think D'Amico Ryans is a great coach. And
I do too.
defensively, what the Texans was doing, crazy. And not Jordan Love, CJ Stroud playing a way easier division.
Yeah, they stopped dog crap.
He played in the worst division in football.
But
Diggs played 8 games last year, bro.
and 5 of those was hurt. But wrapping this show up, really, not just the topic, wrapping this show up truly. Great segment. Actually went a lot better than I thought we were gonna go.
Facts. So
We
you know,
have
leave a comment.
one-
We're probably gonna post this separately, but hey, leave a comment. Who had the best list? Yeah, I think I had the best
Right.
list.
I mean,
I ain't
of
gonna
course
hold
you would.
You had the best list.
y'all
and
can't
then-
fly. Y'all can't find no flaw on my list except probably the CJ. But CJ Stroud.
Nigga, other
I
than
put
that,
the
we
worst
have
division
the
in
same
football.
list.
I mean,
I know.
I was
I
saying,
fuck
a
with
lot
your
of-
list.
We have the same list.
I fuck with your list, twin.
Oh wait, so wait. If you gonna put, are you gonna put CJ in?
For who?
That's what I'm about to ask you. Are you gonna put him in?
He would be my first honorable man. The only person I can see him taking.
Honorable
I
mention.
was
CJ Stroud. Honorable
The only
he,
mention.
person I
has
can
a,
see-
he has a top 10 list without Golf and CJ.
I ain't gonna hold you. And this is who CJ was.
Golf makes
This is
sense.
who CJ
Like ain't nobody worried
I'm
about
about to tell
golf.
you. I'm about to tell you who CJ was supposed to take, but I couldn't do it because they just want to Super Bowl MVP. It's really Jalen Hurts. If we're being honest, just as a quarterback.
I'm not gonna lie. The only reason
Damn had it right. I just want to say
the only reason I can't let you fly with that one is because of the take you made last week when you was like Jalen Hurts' best 2 career football games was
Were
in the
Super
2
Bowls.
biggest games. So
that's what I'm saying.
So it's like
That's what I'm saying. If he never won a Super Bowl,
I mean, if he never won a Super Bowl, he's not 7 for me. He comes flying down.
I'm not gonna lie. If he never win the Super Bowl, he's still right there.
Oh no! If he doesn't win a Super Bowl,
It's not like
He's not
it's
top
not.
10.
It's not okay. It's
if he
not.
doesn't win a Super Bowl, he's not top 10. If he doesn't win a Super Bowl, we talked about him the same way we talked about Brock Purdy.
yeah, literally.
That's fair. That's fair.
If he doesn't win a Super Bowl,
He's won the Super Bowl. Yeah, like
The
he
Super
actually
Bowl,
closed the deal.
and he was the Super Bowl MVP.
He
It's not
closed the
just he won.
deal.
He was the MVP.
Because had Purdy won, Purdy was going to be the MVP that year, and he'd be in the conversations.
He beat you.
Nah,
Had
Purdy would never
you have
be
to
that
count it.
conversation for me.
You have to count it. And so
But
because of
6
that,
months ago, you would have said that Jalen Hurts was not in the conversations either.
Yes, for me, he was. He was like around where he's at now.
he never threw for like 3,500 yards. You telling me?
Yeah,
he was in
Jalen Hurts
top
was
10
like-
conversations?
I mean, people were saying he was holding the Eagles roster back at a certain point.
literally.
Yeah,
Like-
but like
He was
Who
a
was
trailer.
saying that? People who didn't watch football for real.
He still is a trailer.
Because when
He was tired on the trailer. He was a trailer.
even when he first started playing, he came in winning. Like,
Yes, but like what the shit
and the
that people said
roster
about,
wasn't as good.
but
He
the
was
shit that
playing
people
well
said
everywhere.
about Jalen Hurts, even going back to college, had nothing to do with like on-field ability. It was shit like leadership.
Jalen Hurts
and poise.
won the Super Bowl last year, and then we're going to close the show out. If you had to guess what his regular season passing numbers were last season, what would they
I
have?
know it was
It
under
don't,
3,000
it don't,
yards.
it don't matter. When you
No,
when you-
answer the question.
no,
Answer the
when
question.
you go to the Super Bowl twice and you outplay everybody's number.
I'm not arguing he shouldn't be out the list. I'm saying prior.
Regardless of
No.
winning or losing. If
But I'm saying,
Mahomes and the Chiefs would have won last year, and Jalen Hurts outplayed him both times, you can't not put him in the top 10.
Yes, you
here's the
can.
thing. I'm not arguing he shouldn't be on the list. That's not my argument right now. My argument is the reason he's on the list is because of the Super Bowl. Because last year he passed for 2,903 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 5 picks in 16 games.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, now how many of them games he set out the fourth quarter? You're not
One.
thinking about stuff like that.
One.
Jamel, he threw
I remember.
for less
It was
than
one game
3,000
he put
yards.
It was
Never
one.
mind.
He really that Super Bowl MVP is putting him on this list.
I mean, maybe it is holding a lot of weight. I can't lie. It is. I didn't know his numbers were that bad.
Tua Tagovailoa died on the field and had 40 less passing yards.
He had the same pass. Hey, he had the same numbers as Drake May did. Drake May played 10 games.
Jalen Hurts was the 20th ranked passing yards person in the NFL last year. 20th.
Yeah, fake show. Go ahead and put Jordan Love in there.
It's the quick edit. He got to say top 10. He got to say top 10 because of Super Bowl.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know his numbers was that bad.
Jamel, I'm going to hit you right here. Then I'm gonna hit you right.
I mean, I'm not a Jalen Hurts fan, so I really don't care.
No. That's not the hurt. Jalen Hurts had 2,903 passing yards. Kirk Cousins had 3,508.
Fucking Michael.
All right, we're done. It's over. It's over.
On that note,
On that note, it's been another great GT After Dark.
Hey man, Kirk Cousins had better numbers, and Michael Penix took his spot. Nigga, I can't.
This has been another great GT After Dark. As always, I told you nonsense happens. As great as this, as structured as this show can be, nonsense happens every single episode. As always, shout out to Giant Tina for joining the show, being here with us, rocking out with us. Follow at JT Sports on social media. Like, rate, and subscribe to the show in the IMS Studios situation. Make sure you get in on that. So you follow all the IMS Studio shows for all big happy fans here. Like, rate, and subscribe to all the shows. But
plug your wife show. Fucking Ingrate.
I'll do that. But
Yeah, they got their
so, it was simple. All you had to do was simple. Simple so hard. But this is your host, Justin Jackson.
That boy chicken, my boy.
If you winning or you losing, he gon' tell it to you straight. This is Just in Time Sports. Come and get your weekly takes. He gon' tell it to you straight.